Everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today is going to be my hour-long Whip and Chat that Mrs. Coffee does every year, the Whip and Chat challenge. And every year I always say this: I hope I can find something to fill for a whole hour. So I am Jen. Welcome to the channel. For those of you that are new, welcome back to everyone that isn't new, that has been following me since the beginning. I first of all want to tell you guys, thank all the subscribers that sent me and the kids Christmas presents. I really do appreciate it. I kind of felt bad afterwards because, number one, I haven't sent any thank you notes. I don't have addresses to send thank you notes. But thank you. It's really appreciated. I kind of felt bad also because you guys send me stuff all the time. And when, then I feel bad afterwards, and I really, want to send you guys stuff. So that's one thing I'm going to try to fix this year is, sending stuff to, other creators and stuff. Just, because it makes me feel kind of like, But anyway, so I hope everyone has had a good start to their new year. I know I didn't wish everybody a happy new year last week. I apologize. I had a really, really bad headache. I thought it was a migraine. It wasn't. When my hair gets down to my shoulders or past my shoulders, I end up getting headaches. And anyway, I realized that's what it was from. So I went and had my hair cut. Now, the funny part to all this is, you guys can see, this side is not even with this side. There's a reason for that. I had my head tilted like this. As you can see, when I'm tilted like to the left, it's even. I didn't realize this, and I guess the hairstylist didn't realize it either. Which, it is what it is. I'm not going out impressing anybody or anything like that. So it was no big deal. So, anyhow, we're going to get started. I am working on my Supernatural diamond painting. I picked this back up a couple weeks ago. And because I did a big major boo-boo. Yeah, I did a big major boo-boo. As you guys know, I was working on a crystal rhinestone diamond painting kit that Rachel Ray sent me as a gift. And, well, I don't know how I did it, but I spilled coffee. My coffee was, my coffee fell over and landed on top of the whole thing. So, it was like, So, I have to go through, the parchment paper I have on it has got coffee all over it, a coffee stain. So I have to go through that, check to make sure that the double-sided tape is still, sticky enough that I can diamond paint and do what I, diamond paint with it and diamond paint on it or whatever. But I picked this up because I wanted to finish this because I've gotten a couple comments about, when I was going to finish this. And, well, I guess, now's as good a time as any. So I'm halfway through this. I'm almost done the halfway point row. And so we're going to, just work on this and whip and chat and talk and chat. And I'll tell you what's been going on this week and tell you about, stuff that we've been doing this week, which really hasn't been a whole lot. This past week was kind of blah. The kids, those of you that haven't watched my Whip and Chat after Christmas, the kids had a really good Christmas. They didn't get a whole lot from me per se, but they did get some stuff. Now, like Mrs. Coffee sent little dude Christmas presents. She got him some jeans and some shoes. And again, Mrs. Coffee, he says, thank you. He loves you. I think you've made him, I think he's your new best friend, which he was anyway, but he loves you even more. So, that, and, he got Spider-Man, and he got a headset, which Santa Claus was supposed to give him for Christmas. And my oldest daughter, Ariel, lives in North Carolina, and she has not been back home to celebrate Christmas with us in like forever. So, she called Christmas Eve, and they opened up their headsets. They both got headsets, and they, used those. And then I got two diamond paintings. One from Mrs. Coffee, because she sent me a $50 gift certificate to Diamond Art Club. And I was going to use it on a Chuck Pinson, but the one that I wanted, they didn't have in stock. So I went ahead and bought a Christmas diamond painting, which if you guys saw the video where I showed everybody what we got for Christmas and did the unboxings, I did get that one. I also got another one, which I had ordered in November, or in October, but my daughter wouldn't let me open it until Christmas. It was Scorpio, and it's by Josephine Wall. And so I opened that, and oh my gosh, 56 colors. I was like, huh? 56 colors. Now, I didn't know that. I mean, it was big. It was huge, which, okay. I didn't realize there was that many colors in it. Holy crap, right? So, yeah, that, and of course, I got the dream catcher, and then the one that Mrs. Coffee gave me the $50 card is called Santa and Tree, and it's Santa Claus standing by a tree and so forth. And I'm going to do that one probably starting I want to say October. I'm going to start that one. I'm going to do a holiday video every week just to work on it. Or whether that I'll just, I don't know. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do that, but it's there. So that, and then got a microwave. And you guys may remember, those of you that are new, I did a Whip and Chat video a couple months ago about my microwave. I had mentioned it in a Whip and Chat. I only mentioned it one time that I can remember. Now, if I mentioned it again more than once, I don't remember. It blew up. Only because I think it was on its last leg. And anyway, long story short, we haven't had a microwave in a couple of months. And I had made the statement that I was going to get one this coming month. I had it in my cart on Amazon, the one I wanted and everything. And, well, I got a message from Diamond Painting with Anxiety, Karen. And she had said, your Christmas, I've sent you guys a Christmas present. It should be there. I think she said Thursday after Christmas. I don't remember. So I was like, okay. Well, it came after Christmas, I do believe. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly when it got here. But anyway, I went over to get the box because I was like, okay, and I wasn't expecting it to be this big huge box. Now, mind you, yes, it was a big huge box. Okay. So I went over, to get it, and of course I couldn't get it. So I told the manager that, I asked her, I said, can you, get Miranda's boyfriend, John, to bring it over at lunchtime? So he was going to bring it. That was the whole, plan. Well, Justin had woke up, and I was like, I was talking to Miranda about it, and she says, well, she said, well, he hasn't answered me today. I don't know if he's here. And I said, well, he's here because his truck's here. And, well, he hasn't answered her. So we took it from that he was busy. Well, Justin turns around and he says, well, I'll go get it. I was like, all right, that's fine. Well, unbeknownst to us, when he went over to get it, he didn't realize that it was this big, huge box. I mean, he knew it was a big, huge box, but he didn't know it was heavy. So he calls me and he's like, can you have somebody hold the door open to the building because it's heavy. I was like, okay. So, I went down, held the door open, and he brought it up, and we, I hadn't recorded my unboxing Christmas video yet. And I was going to include the microwave. Okay. So, well, as soon as we opened it up, none of the kids knew what it was. I'm the only one that figured it out as soon as we opened up the box. And I was like, you're kidding me, right? Oh my God. My mouth dropped to the floor. I was like, I can't even tell you what my face looked like. So anyway, we of course, Miranda's like, well, what is it? And I said, Miranda, look at the box. And of course, the microwave, the glass microwave tray that you put inside the microwave was sitting on top. And I said, think about it. And then first words out of her mouth were, are you effing fucking kidding me? Exactly what she said. And I was like, I was speechless. Let's put it that way. And, so yeah, the kids were like, and of course Justin, he was like, totally excited. He took it out. He plugs it in. And he just left it there. Now, I was going to show you guys the microwave. I don't know how to I know how to take a picture, but I don't know how to add it into a video. I don't know how to edit it into a video. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm not that. I'm not that good. So I just showed you guys the manual. Well, now the other part to this whole thing is you can use Alexa to work the microwave. Okay, I don't know how to do that yet. Now, it tells me I need to download the Alexa app onto my phone, which I did. And I signed in, did all that. And of course, I'm like, you can use Alexa with this? What the heck? You can use it with any device. Now, I didn't know this. I haven't tried it on my TV. I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, I haven't really tried to. I haven't even gotten it to work with the microwave yet. That's one thing I need to work on. So I was like, okay. So we tried. I tried to do it. I guess I was standing too far away. I don't know. So I'm going to try this week to see if I can get it to work. Now, the other thing I didn't realize when I downloaded the Alexa app and after I signed in with my name and everything, I can use my Audible through it, which I didn't know. Now, mind you, okay, you all are probably wondering, you didn't know you could use Alexa for this stuff? I'm sorry. I've never had an Alexa, so I don't know. I was confused. I had no clue. I'm sitting there like, really? I'm like a kid in a candy store. Have I used Alexa with my Audible yet? No. I might try it and see, but I have not used it yet. Just because I'm kind of nervous about using it. I don't know, I'm not one of these, technological people when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I'm going to really have to sit down this week and see what I can do because I don't know. So, yeah, that was kind of cool. So, again, Karen, thank you. Um, so yeah, the kids, we kind of it's kind of been quiet this week. I've been trying to just get kind of situated and get all my goals and stuff that I want, or all the things that I want to do this coming year, kind of you know written down and so forth. And I've written it down in my planner, my happy planner, as you guys can see. I still have it. Um, been kind of trying to keep an eye, trying to kind of keep kind of a, I don't want to say journal, but I've been trying to, make sure, kind of keep up with stuff now. It's been hard to do lately just because of the simple fact that I'm not really good with keeping track of stuff and kind of like updating things and updating groups and making sure, like progress pictures and so forth are up to date, and not really participating in groups. I'm in so many groups that's not funny. There are so many groups that I forgot that I'm even in. Um, it's I looked earlier. I think I'm in like 90 some groups. Now I was in 100 and some groups, but I got I unjoined some of those because it's hard to remember to post in all these groups and keep track of all the um events and all this other stuff. And I'm just trying. That's one thing I want to work on this year. Also work on YouTube channels. I am so behind. It's not even funny. Um, I started off doing like, not shout outs, but kind of like doing this thing, kind of thing like Creativity by Gitch is doing, where she talks about the channels that she's, either listens to every week or whatever. And I started that off, and then it just kind of, I did it one time. And I'm like, and I think part of it is because I'm not organized. So and I'm working on that. Excuse me, my head itches. I've been working on that. It's just it's not gonna it's not gonna be an overnight um fix. So we'll see. I'm trying really 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 hard to get into some kind of thing with that. So that way I'm more active in my groups, especially my diamond painting group, because that I run, because there's a lot of members in it, and and the group's not active, so I'm trying to. That's going to be one thing, is try to get back into diamond posting and stuff, because I I feel like that the only time that I post in it, and that anybody even looks at the group, is when I'm posting about videos, which I haven't been very good about either. So, yeah, I'm going to fix that too. So now all the groups, my diamond painting group, my cross stitch groups that I run, and so forth, are listed below in my description box. Um, there's 3 different cross stitch groups. Now, if you're on the East Coast, there is one for East Coast cross stitchers. There's Cross Stitching Sisters, and the other one is for those of us that do big projects. Um, and I have one for Cross Stitchers of Maryland. So there's a variety. Um, Also, I did want to also again tell you guys, yes, I am an Avon rep. I haven't been really promoting the last couple months, only because I'm still trying to learn, you know, the new way that they're doing things. And my Avon website is down below in the description box. Also, it's not just for makeup and so forth. There is jewelry. As you guys can see, these two rings are two examples. I got these a long time ago from Avon. This is Justin's birthstone, and this was one of the very first Avon rings I bought because I wasn't sure about Avon with jewelry, and I just decided, you know what, I'm going to try to find out. This one, I got this from Avon, and I can't remember why I bought it, but this is another one that I bought, and I have to say, you know, for the rings and the jewelry, they are it just all depends on what you get, and they're really good quality. They're not expensive. Um, I think I got this ring for like $40, whereas if I had to go to a jewelry store, I probably would have paid, you know, more, probably like 100. It all depends. So again, my website is down below. We just started. Campaign 2 starts tomorrow. Campaign is it campaign 2? Campaign No, campaign 3 starts tomorrow. So that starts tomorrow. Campaign 2 ends today, and I hope, you know, you guys, you know, go check it out. And that's all of that I'm going to do, promote. I can't think of anything else. Um, so, like, you know, now this week is going to be kind of a little crazy. School started yesterday after the 2 week holiday, and poor little Sky, he did not want to get up yesterday morning for school. He looked at me and he just kind of got really, really. I don't. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't crying, but I could tell that, you know, he wasn't ready. You know, he's already asked me when the next day off is. Already wants to know when school's closed again. And I told him, I said, why? And he's like, because I don't want to go to school. I don't. I'm not. This Christmas vacation went by too quick, which it did. Believe me, it went by too quick. I am just totally like. I've worked in the school system, and I can, you know, I know how quick it goes. And believe me, I'm always grateful, was always grateful when they came up with the, you know, when the breaks would come, and, you know, you could get that little, you know, whatever in between. And, um, but, you know, and of course, you know, like every kid, I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to go back to work after the vacation was over. I wanted to just stay in bed like everybody else and do whatever. But, you know, and he was that way, and it was kind of, you know, one of those things yesterday because, you know, the schools started again, and then he I made a deal with him that I would be in the room for, you know, the first, you know, hour or so, and then I would leave just to give him time to kind of get back into the swing and participate and so forth. And so he came out later after I had finished what I needed to do in there, and he looks at me and he says, "I'm okay now." I'm like, "Okay." that works, because I was not, um, I was kind of just, yeah, I don't want to say worried, but I was just kind of disappointed that he was just kind of feeling some kind of way, which in a way, again, I can understand. And it just totally, I get it. I totally get it. So he knew. But of course, now, he found out, we found out yesterday, yesterday morning. I found out anyway, and I told him when after school yesterday. I said, "You do realize that you're not going back to school in 2 weeks like they had planned." And because they were going to go back and start with the hybrid, and they were going to, give give us 2 weeks to do the virtual learning, and then excuse me, I'm so sorry, and then go back to hybrid. And because of Christmas vacation, and people being around other people, which they're not really supposed to because of the pandemic, blah blah blah, all the stuff. So he was kind of like, why? And I'm like, well, they've decided that until the positivity rate is where they want it to be, schools are going to be virtual. And he just kind of looks at me like, are you kidding? Which I can't blame him. I mean, he's tired of being at home. He's tired of being inside. And I get it. I totally get it. But he's, and, I don't know what else to do to tell him, okay. And we've been trying to get him involved in, other things, like instead of Nintendo, instead of Xbox, he started reading again. And he did that when I started reading again. And, well, no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. He started reading again last night. And he got kind of, into the, he decided to start reading last night. Got back into reading, um, January 1st. And so I've been trying, because, well, there's two reasons. One, because, I like to read, and I feel like, I wanted to read some more. I just, that's one of my first loves, is reading, besides cross stitch and, of course, diamond painting. And I hadn't read in like forever. And I did a reading challenge on Goodreads last year, where I wanted to read 100 books for the whole year, which I didn't do a very good job. I only read 18. I know, right? What the heck is wrong with me, right? And so I, um, so then a couple of the groups that I'm in, they decided they wanted to do a reading and stitching challenge, which I thought, okay, cool. Hey, I can do this. Now, on that side note, I just have to be consistent and sit down and stitch, because last week I hardly did anything. I know. I'll talk about that in floss tube. So I was like, okay. So I let one of the admins know, because when they brought that out, I was like, oh, cool. Now in the challenge, in the in the challenge, there's like 10 groups, like historical fiction, historical romance, mystery, genre like that. So, I was like, oh, cool, I can do this. So, and I mean, they even let you do, audiobooks, Kindle books. And now with the audiobooks and the Kindle books, it just, I guess it can be used in more than one category, I guess. So I messaged her and I was like, I'm so glad you thought of this because I really, 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 you know, miss reading. I haven't read in like forever. And I do listen to audiobooks too. And I just haven't been really good listening to them lately just because um I don't know. I mean, I know y'all are going to think I'm crazy. I do turn on Netflix, especially when I want to cross stitch or diamond paint. And, I'll have Netflix playing and I can put my headphones in and listen to the audiobook while Netflix is playing. And of course, I was told I was, strange that way. My kids told me that. But I'm not the only one that does that. So I don't feel so bad now doing that. Um, so I've started I've got an audiobook that I started, which is Salem's Lot, and it's by Stephen King, and it's supposed to be about vampires. I'm not that far into the book yet. I think I'm like in the fourth or fifth chapter, but it's not really telling me a whole lot. It's going into the whole, about the town and, the people in the town and then about this house and the person that has bought the house. Now, whether or not he's the vampire, I don't know. But apparently, this vampire is different than what Dracula was. I don't know. So, I'm getting into that. It's really good. I've just, I and personally, I've never really was into Stephen King books. I have to be, totally honest with that. At first I never really liked Stephen King books until I read The Stand, and that is the only book at the time that I really, really you know, liked. And yeah, I guess seeing the miniseries on TV. Now I haven't watched the new version yet with Whoopi Goldberg, and I haven't seen that yet. But when I watched the miniseries that was on TV at the time, it was really good, and I really liked it. And then I was like, okay, I got to read the book. And there's a lot of stuff in the book that's not in that wasn't in the TV in the miniseries. But again, it's a long book. I mean, I think all of his books are like that. I don't know. I like I said, I never really read any of his books just because there were some that truly gave me nightmares. Like it. Now I don't know if I want to read the new um read it now that there's been a new movie about it, just because I don't know. Um, I'm not sure because I've been told different um different whatever you call it, um reviews about that. I don't know. Now, Pet Cemetery, I won't read. I've read I well no, I've read the book and I watched the movie and I didn't like the movie at all. No, I had nightmares. And his books, I've seen Misery. I didn't like Misery at all. And I've read Misery, and to me, I there's just some of his books that I just didn't like. Now, um, but I'll try anything. Now there's two of them that I do want to read. It's called Dead Zone, and also the other one is Under the Dome, which was a TV series on CBS. I did watch some of those episodes. So there's a couple that I want to read. or listen to. Um, and I've been reading a uh, historical fiction one. It's called Winds of War. I used to read this. I've read these books before, in by Herman Walk, Wouk, and my dad had the book, and I wanted something else to read besides Tom Clancy, and um, he handed it to me, and he didn't have the first one. He didn't have Winds of War. He had War and Remembrance, and I read that, and it was pretty good. And my parents will tell you, I used to sit all day long. I could sit all day long and read a book. I used to sit out on our back porch and read. Um, I just love to read, but lately, I don't know why. I just didn't want to read. Um, the last book I read and last year, I that was it. I just didn't want to read anymore. I don't know what the deal was. I have no clue. I really truly don't. So I'm just trying to get back into that. And Skylar, little dude, has started to read because of that. Last night, um, I was getting ready to go to bed, and there was a book on the desk, and where he does the schoolwork in my room, and I saw it, and I was like, dude, is this yours? Yes. Have you read it? No. So he wanted to read it. So he sat up on my bed with me last night and read before he went to bed. And, well, it was funny because then he wanted to read another book at the same time. Now, mind you, they weren't actual chapter books. They were, um, I don't want to say graphic novels, but they were like comic books, kind of. So that's what he did. He'd read one book, couple pages, and then he'd go to the next, go to the book, the next book, the other book, and read that. And I'm not going to complain because he's reading. And then, of course, last night I was sitting there thinking, wow, I've been considering this, but I kind of didn't know if I wanted to do this. But last night I was watching him, and of course he didn't know I was, but I have been considering getting him his own, adding him to my Kindle account, or setting one up for him where he can, get, Kindle Unlimited, where he can get, kids' books or something. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know, of other parents that have done that for their children. My only issue is if I share mine with him, I don't want his books on mine. Does that make any? I don't know how it works. I'm gonna have to look into that, because if he really wants to read and do this, because he likes the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but now that he's getting ready to go into middle school, I figure, okay, you can start reading these kinds of books. You don't need to keep reading stuff like that. So if you guys have any ideas about, you know, the Kindle account, and let me know, because I kind of want to do this for him, so that way he has his own stuff to read. Or, I mean, he likes going to the library, but then again, he just doesn't like the whole looking through the library and walking around the library to look for a book, because he just doesn't know what to buy or what to get. If that makes any sense. So, which I'm really glad that he's, one of my 6 children that has taken up reading. Um, I do know that Miranda likes to read. She has a Nook, and a Kindle, but she doesn't use them. So I don't know, what the deal is. I don't know. So, but we're gonna figure that out. Um, because if he's gonna want to read, hey, I'm not gonna stop him. So it's because he likes to read. That's one of the things that he likes to do, especially when it comes time for reading class in school. That's one of his favorite things to do. He loves to sit and he loves to listen to um, books on. I mean, because his teacher does has a couple books that she's found on um, um, crap on YouTube, and he's listened to those. And so we're just trying to get him, into the whole, thing. And I'm just trying to find something for him that he'll enjoy, uh, because now the Harry Potter books he likes, but he would rather me read them to him because because I could do different voices for each character. Don't ask me why. I just do. I did that. I've done that for God knows how long with all my children. Don't ask me why. I just did. Just I it's a habit. So, what else has been going on? Hmm. Did paint the house, or not the house, but I started painting. There's a problem with that. Um, yeah. Started painting, and well, the roller that my best friend bought for me is too big for the roller handle. So we now I didn't know that when I got ready to start painting. Miranda's boyfriend John was rolling the paint and so forth, and got got it all on the roller and everything, and went to go roll the wall, do the wall, and he rolled it a couple of times, and all of a sudden the roller itself was here's the handle, the roller itself was hanging off, literally. We all started laughing. So I have to go next week and get another roller. And I guess I'm going to have to ask, them in the store what to do, because, or what, or yeah, ask them to show me what roller goes away, which with which handle, because, oh yeah, hello. So it was interesting. Yes, I finally got it started. Um, I'm just ready. And I even bought stuff. I'm getting ready to get different new shower curtain and the rugs to go in the bathroom. My Right now at this point, my bathroom is green, and I'm tired of looking at green, so I'm changing it to blue. And so I'm going to get all that stuff hopefully this week, this coming week, when next week when I get paid, because yeah, I'm ready for a change. It's time to change the uh the color of the bathroom. And so I wanted to get it painted first and then but unfortunately that didn't work. So that was the only hurdle. And then I'm going to do the hallway. I haven't decided if I'm going to do after which room I'm going to do after the hallway. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do in here or what I'm going to do. I haven't got that far because it would require me moving everything in here just to paint where I want to paint. Go figure, right? So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't decided yet. So, I just have to sit down and make some kind of a plan at what I'm going to, where I'm going to start, and so forth. If, I can get that started. Um, I have like 10 minutes. Or 15 minutes. Good grief. What can I cover in 15 minutes? Holy crap. Um, I do know I'm going to do a poll. I don't know if I said this at the beginning or not, but I'm going to do a poll in Diamond Painting Group of the. I'm going to let you guys, vote on which diamond painting you want to see me do next. I know y'all tell me every time, it's your choice. You pick the one you want to do. I would, but I can't decide. That's the bad thing. I can't decide which one I want to do. So I'm gonna ask you guys for help. Um, now and I will post that poll in the diamond painting group in the next couple of days. I haven't got that far, so because I just thought of it this morning, and no, I did not post it today. I'm trying to be. That's one of the things I want to work on this year. Besides, stitching and stuff is, working on the projects, trying to keep them, trying to be consistent, and trying, um, instead of like taking 3 months to finish a project. Because when I first started, I could do a project in a month and get it done. Now, I could I could sit here and do one for 6 months. So we'll see. The other thing is, I also want to work on catching up on YouTube channels. I am so far behind. Now, I did try to start some, and I did start something, and I only started this one time where I don't want to consider them shout outs, but I guess that's what you could call them. And where I, mentioned the channels that I listen to, uh, every week. And I got the idea from Creativity by Gidge. And she, had no issue with me kind of doing the same thing. And I did it one time and it was kind of like, I stopped. Don't know why, but I did. And so I'm trying to get back into that because, yeah, I'm just trying to be different. Sorry, I apologize. I was thirsty. So, yeah. But oh my god, y'all are going to hate me cuz I can't think of anything. And this cough's going to kill me. Let's see what else has been going on. Oh, Justin and I were just talking a little while ago. Now, he has a YouTube channel. Now, he hasn't really been uh doing videos and streaming until recently. And so earlier, he showed me how to use one of the programs, and I just can't. I can't. Sorry, They need to dumb it down more for me than what they would normally do. But anyway, so he has been doing videos and streaming and so forth, and so earlier I was getting ready to record this video, and I had started it, and I got major feedback, and I couldn't figure out why. Come to find out, my volume on my phone camera was way up. I was getting all this feedback. Couldn't figure out why. So I stopped the video. Justin, was standing there, and I said, "Did you hear that?" Or he was in his room, and he says, "No." I said, "I got major feedback." Then I don't know how we got started on that, but the next thing I know, um, he was laughing at me. And I said, "What is your problem?" And he says, "Why does it take you so long to record one video?" And I said, "Because it seems like I sit here until 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon recording videos, making multiple recording or, multiple videos for one video that I've been trying to record all flipping day. I would just like one day where I can record the first time and get it and it be it done and go and upload it. No, that doesn't work here." And he started laughing. And don't ask me how it got brought up, but I asked him, I said, when's the last time that you actually uploaded a video or, whatever? And he says, "I don't know." And I said, "Well, why did you decide to do this all of a sudden?" And he says, "I don't know." And I said, "Well," and of course, I said, "Well, this is coming from somebody that used to make fun of me and be embarrassed that I was doing a YouTube channel, but yet I have more subscribers than you." He says, "I am embarrassed because you do have more subscribers than me." He has 40 subscribers. But also, he hasn't really done anything with his channel in like 2 years. So it's, I don't know why. I really truly don't know why he didn't. But he's started it up. Now, why he started it up after that long, I don't know. He didn't say. I asked him, and he just looks at me like, "Yeah, okay." He couldn't really give me an answer. So yeah, we're not really sure what the deal is there. I have no clue. Sorry, I keep looking to see what the time is because I don't have a time up there for me to see how long it's been. Um, so he thinks it's funny because of course it's not funny, it's embarrassing. I said, "But you're the one that didn't want me to have the channel. So what happened there?" And he just, "I don't know. You have more views than I do, and you have more subscribers than I do." Okay, and it's because you haven't done a whole lot. Once you get subscribers and stuff, then yeah, and he wants to be like some of the gamers like FGTV, and I forget who all the other ones are. There's a couple of them like Dan TDM that Skylar even watches. They're channels that he wants to be like at some point. And I think there's a lot of, I don't know, because there's a lot of these channels that um, get paid to be like to do this. Now I don't know, but they have all this really good equipment, and he wants to stuff like that. And I told him, I said, "I don't know how you get stuff like that." I said, "Because number one, I don't know how people like Dan TDM and FGTV do that kind of stuff. I I really truly don't." I said, "That's something that you're going to have to look into." So, and then the other thing is he is still seriously considering going to college or going to our local college here. And, he asked me, if he, he keeps coming to me and asking me, what do I need to do, so forth and so on. And I explained it to him. So I'm kind of, I'm not pushing him. I'm just letting him come to me when he wants when he wants to ask, because, he seems, one hand, he seems like, okay, I'm interested. And then the next minute I'm not. And when he asks the question, he just kind of goes and does his thing. So we're just gonna wait and see what he does there, because he's made the statement that he wants to be a what is it? Like a crime scene investigator, like, CSI, stuff like that. So it's, it's kind of up in the air. I'm just kind of letting him make his own decision on that one, and he can, you know, do that when, and just let me know when he wants to, what he wants to do, because I really truly don't know what he's going to do. But we'll see. I'm kind of, you know, letting him make his own choice on that one, because he I think he's just kind of like testing the waters to see where, he wants to go and what he wants to do. And I mean, he's 19. I I'm just not going to push him. I don't, I tried to push him into the military thing and that didn't work. So I'm just going to let him, you know, I mean, he's growing up a little, which, I'm glad for. I know y'all are like, well, he's 19. Well, he still has the childlike thing where he'd rather play video games and do whatever he wants to do. So I'm kind of letting him, you know, this is his choice. So we'll see. We shall see. But we will, like, get there eventually. Um, okay, guys, that's it. I don't have anything else to share with you. Uh, but I hope everyone has enjoyed this. Um, if you ever get the chance to, if you're new and you're, interested in doing videos, I still get nervous. So, I mean, it's fun to do. And, but I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm surprised I even found something that I could talk about for an hour. And I do apologize if I kept looking that way. Um, Number one, I was checking the time on my thing to see how long the video had gone, because I don't have something in front of me to show me. And anyway, so I hope everyone enjoys this. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe, um, and hit the like button. And I hope you guys will watch all the other creators that do the Whip and Chat. And until then, guys, I hope everybody has a great week.